Recording in progress.
Good evening, everyone. It is now 7:30, and I'll ask Madam Secretary, are you ready?
One moment, Mr. Chairman.
Absolutely. Ms. Quick, are you set?
Yes, I am.
Very good. Member Mobley and Member Forson, I'm going to ask if you could turn your camera on while we do attendance at least, please.
I am ready, Mr. Chairman.
All right. And I'm going to ask for 1 second, please.
Sure.
All right. Very good. All right. With that, I'm going to call to order this, regularly scheduled meeting of the City of Orange Township Planning Board for today, April 29th, 2026. I'll ask that everyone will please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all. Madam Secretary, have we met the Sunshine Law?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, in accordance with Chapter 231, Section 5 of the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act, notice of this remote public meeting of the Planning Board of the City of Orange Township was filed with the municipal clerk of the City of Orange Township, posted on the city's bulletin board designated for that purpose, and on all official city website, as well as mailed to the city official newspaper as provided by ordinance.
Thank you. Can you take attendance, please?
Yes, Member Foston,
Present.
Member Anukin,
Present.
Member Mobley.
Present. I'm still in the office, and so the internet here is a little unstable. But yes, I'm here.
Okay. Thank you. Member Christmas.
Present.
Member Latour.
Present.
Council Vice President Montague. He is absent. Mayor Warren. He is absent. Vice Chair Jones.
Here.
Chairman Holmes.
Present.
Quorum has been met.
Member Mobley, if you should go out, or the internet anyway, not you. If the Wi-Fi should go out, we still have a quorum, so we'll be good. But thank you for
Okay.
the heads up.
Okay.
You can't go, absolutely not. Madam Secretary, do we have any correspondence at this time?
No, Mr. Chairman, we do not have any correspondence.
Thank you. Then I will look at the adoption of the February 25th, 2026 minutes.
Mr. Chairman, if I may,
Madam Secretary?
those minutes will be carried to the May 27th meeting.
May 27, okay. So that takes us to our first case. Case number 25-20, Venture Property Group LLC, that's 151 Central Place, preliminary and final site plan approval.
Mr. Chairman, if I may,
Madam Secretary?
attorney, don't, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, though, velocity. It's here on behalf of the applicant.
And that was Balazzi?
Well, he'll confirm if I said it right.
Is that correct, attorney?
Good evening, Mr. Chairman. Noemi Velosi, yes.
Balozzi, very good.
You made a little, sorry.
Hey, it happens.
Short vowel, long vowel, you know.
I've been called worse.
Right. Okay. Not from this board. Okay, no. All right, good evening, sir.
This is Jerry Hazel here. Just no need to interrupt, but just for the clarity of the record, and Mr. Wenzel can jump in. I think it was mentioned when you were announcing the meeting, the application, that this is for preliminary and final site plan approval. This application is exempt from site plan approval, so this is just considering the variances in question.
Right, that's because, through you, Chair, it's because the applicant seeks to build a two-family home, and two-family and smaller residential units are exempt from site plan relief or site plan review. So it is only the bulk variances which Mr. Hazel has laid out in his planning memo.
So when it comes to motion time, how do we identify this?
When the board is ready to make a motion, it would be a motion to arguably, I know Mr. Velosi is looking forward to an absolute, but potentially a motion to approve the application for the two-family home with the listing of variances. I think there's side yard, lot width, lot size, lot width, so on and so forth.
Okay,
I know that Vice Chair Jones will do an excellent job as always.
the only reason I ask.
Well, yeah, she is the keystone in the arch.
Absolutely. I'm gonna call it a cornerstone, but, so it's an application for the two-family. Okay,
That's correct, Mr. Chairman. Noemi Velosi on behalf of the applicant. Mr. Chairman, we have an undersized lot. We're looking to build a two-family. There's insufficient lot area, there's insufficient lot width, and there's insufficient side yard setback. All three are pre-existing conditions. I would love to have Mr. Hazel, Mr. Wenzel testify on my behalf, because it seems that they want me to win today. But I do have Mr. Fernandez, who is our architect, to take you through the plans and any questions that the board may have. So if we can have Mr. Fernandez somehow sworn in, and then we can take it from there.
Okay, I got you, Mr. Fernandez. Do you swear for and tell the truth for this planning board tonight?
I do.
Okay, Mr. Fernandez, please do us the favor of stating and spelling your name for the record.
Certainly. Jorge Fernandez, Jorge Fernandes, registered architect.
All right, and Mr. Velosi, can we just have Mr. Fernandez's qualifications on briefly?
George, first, is your license current and in good standing?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and can you just give us your qualifications, educational background, and experience in the boards? Quickly.
Certainly. I have a bachelor's in architecture from NJIT, and I've appeared in front of a few boards in the state of New Jersey, including, I believe, this one 1 or 2 years ago. And my license is current and in effect.
Mr. Chairman, I ask that the board accept Mr. Fernandez as an accredited witness.
all right, this board will accept Mr. Fernandez as an expert in architect. And Mr. Fernandez, your testimony will be limited to that as an architect.
Thank you.
Mr. Fernandez, can you take us through the proposed plans, what we want to build here?
Certainly. I have here the set that was submitted to the board. The site in question is a 25 by 115 parcel on Central Place. It is currently vacant, and what we are proposing to construct is a 3-story, 2-family dwelling that is 22 feet in width and 74 feet in depth. We are setting back from the front setback 10 feet, and we are providing 31-foot, 11-inch rear yard setback. We are on the property line on the right-hand property because there is 4 feet between the property line and the neighboring structure, 4.1 to be exact. And we are 3 feet from the left property line, where we will have a walkway to the rear from the front of the lot. And we'll have a total distance of 4.4 feet separation between our structure and the neighboring structure to the left. The plan includes a 4-car garage. There will be a curb cut on Central Place, and you'll have access for a 4-car garage, 2 cars in tandem, and 2 cars in tandem. The understanding is that the apartment on the 2nd floor will have 2 of these cars, and then the apartment on the 3rd floor will have the other 2 cars. The rear of the site is effectively grass area, and we'll also plant some trees on site. And the front has the driveway and the stair on the right-hand side that gives access to the 2nd floor and 3rd floor apartments. I can go into the floor plans where we have the proposed floor plans. We could start on the 1st floor. Again, is the garage that I described, and the set of stairs going up to the 2nd floor on the right-hand side. In the garage, there's a door to a recreation area behind the garage that is connected through another staircase to the 2nd floor apartment, which is the first residential apartment on the 2nd floor, where that stair gives the tenants on that floor access to this recreation area and also to the garage. That recreation area only has a powder room and has a sliding door to the backyard and also a side door for easier access to the side, or if the occupants decide to go to the front from within the 2nd floor. So the 2nd floor apartment is effectively 3 bedrooms. We have 1 master suite. The bed space is 14 by 15.8. Then we have 2 smaller bedrooms, effectively 11 by 11 of a bedroom. And then we have the kitchen, dining room, and living room overlooking Central Place. These stairs that I mentioned earlier come up to the 2nd floor, and there's a door here that gives access to that 2nd floor, and another door that gives access to these stairs going up to the 3rd floor apartment. This is also a 3-bedroom, kitchen, dining room, and living room, and it has a master suite and, of course, another bathroom. Both of these apartments have laundries within the apartment, and of course the HVAC amenities, and also a small. This one on the 3rd floor happens to have a small office, which is the leftover space, as it doesn't have the stairs, the 2nd stairs, going into that rec space as the 2nd floor apartment. The elevation what we have here is the front elevation. We have some white AZAC, Juliet balcony, of course the garage door, and a masonry on the 1st floor. Here are the stairs going up to the 2nd floor, and as you can see, you have a door here in the front and also a door on the side. This door is for access to the third floor apartment. This door is for direct access to the second floor. The other sides and rear we have here. We tried to provide large windows for the bedrooms, and we have that side door and also the sliding door at the rear that was mentioned earlier. That pretty much concludes my testimony. I'm open to any questions.
Oh, follow-up questions, Attorney Velosi?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman. No, I have no further questions of Mr. Fernandez.
Okay. All right, so are there any questions from any board member for Mr. Fernandez?
If I may, Chair?
Member Latour?
Yeah, thank you, Chair. Just walk me through it, and maybe just for my clarification. If I reside on the third floor and I park in the garage, can you walk through how I access the third floor from the garage?
Yes, the third floor has to essentially get out of the garage and go up the front stairs. There's no interior stair to the third floor.
Is there interior to the second floor?
There is interior to the second floor. So the second floor, they'll have access through this door here in the back of the garage, and then there is a stair inside that recreation space that goes up to the second floor.
Don't you think that leaves the second floor vulnerable to if I reside on the second floor and I don't have any relationship with the third floor, but so if you're in the garage and everyone has access to the second floor, the third and the second floor tenants?
No, only the second floor tenant will have access to use that door. The third floor tenant has to come out of the front.
Yeah,
and
but
go up the front.
Say if I'm a third floor tenant, I park in the garage.
Yes.
I have access to the second floor.
No.
How would I not have access? Is that secured?
Yes, that door will be locked. Yes.
By a lock only? But
yeah.
Yeah, but the garage itself has access to the second floor, not to the third floor.
The garage has access through the recreation space. So only the second floor tenant will be able to open that door to then go up the stairs.
Okay, so the recreation space is spaced for usable for the second floor only.
Correct.
Okay. I'm still a little concerned about even though if it's a locked door, for all tenants to have a locked access to the second floor, and the third floor is pretty secure, but the second floor is pretty much a vulnerability from my understanding. Thank you, Chair.
Since we're in the recreation area, excuse me, that sliding door, is that a glass door?
Yes. Glass and aluminum frame.
Okay. And what else? And there is just an open space with the bathroom.
Yes.
Okay. And then the third floor, is it just a one entrance and egress?
Yes. This is we'll have to have a full sprinkler system. And the code allows us to have one means of egress for a 3-story.
Okay. Are there any other questions from any board member? All right, Mr. Fernandez, thank you for your testimony.
You're welcome.
Mr. Chairman, I would just ask one question. Since it was brought up of the fear that maybe it's not secure enough to go into the rec room, is there any suggestion how we could better secure that door? So that only the second floor tenant has access to it? Mr. Latour?
If I may, Chair?
Yes, absolutely.
Honestly, based on the design, the second floor is the only one that has access to it. But the third floor does also if they're accessing it through the garage.
Well, only if they break through the door.
Well, you have to think of the best and the worst case scenario.
Yeah, I think, if I can, Mr. Velozzi, when the board has seen somewhat similar circumstances, I guess the question, and maybe Mr. Fernandez can answer this, is there a need for that access point, or can that be closed off? I think that's the real question. I mean, if there's a need for the access point, that's one thing. I understand Mr. Latour's question because there's passage there, but that would happen in any event if it was a multifamily where you had a bunch of flats and everybody's door was in a hallway. But in this set of circumstances, is there a way that there can be that can be eliminated, or do you need it like that? That's the real question, Mr. Fernandez.
Yes, yes, of course, it can be eliminated. It was there merely as a convenience, but I don't believe the developer would have objection to eliminate that door.
All right, so I'm sorry, Chair. Let me just
You're correct. Yes, please
let me
continue.
just clean that up.
Yes.
So and we can get more clarity on it. So would the applicant agree as a condition of approval that access door would be removed?
We would, Mr. Wenzel.
All right, because I'm writing it down.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I want everybody, you guys live in town, you know the safety issues, and if it's a concern, obviously it is. We don't want tenants going in there, and it's going to be a concern. So you can access the recreation area from the second floor, so you don't need it from the garage. It's fine.
Okay, we'll put that down. Chair, I think we have some other board questions.
Yes, I see Member Fawston and then Member Christmas.
If I may, Chair, follow up.
Oh, okay. I apologize, Mr. Latour. I didn't realize you weren't finished.
No, thank you. Just for clarification, I don't have any problems with access to the recreation area. I think where I have an issue is the access from the recreation area to the second floor. So if I'm a third floor resident, I want to access to the recreation area as well. But once I'm in that recreation area, I could technically go to the second floor. If a child leaves the door open and I have my guests in the recreation area, they have access to the second floor. And that's just my logic. Maybe there's smarter people who can make sense of it, but that's where I'm thinking. Maybe Mr. Wenzel can clean it up for me.
No, I think that's Mr. Fernandez's understanding as well, and he's going to ensure that if this were to be approved in the final plans that end up getting submitted to the building department, that point of access would be eliminated. And I see Mr. Fernandez's head going up and down because I only drove past an architectural school, so I don't know how you end up doing it, but I'm sure Mr. Fernandez can figure it out.
So, just one quick question. So, both the second floor and the third floor would have to access the recreational area through the garage, and there would be no entrance from the recreation area to the second floor. Just so I'm clear on the
With,
motion.
that's a great question, Vice Chair, always insightful. But let's make sure Mr. Fernandez, who's the person who's got to go back to his CAD machine and figure it out. Ms. Fernandez, is that the way you understand it?
The way I understand it, it very easily could be removed. The stairs going from the rec space to the second floor. If that were to happen, I would simply have the extra office that I gave to the third floor apartment on the second floor apartment. And then both tenants would essentially be able to use the recreation room at that point. Because they would be able to go, but they would both have to go outside and through the side door to get there.
So as a condition of approval, the applicant would agree to modify the architectural plans with regard to second and third floor access to the recreational space to ensure that there is no cross-contamination. That's my word. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure that's an actual legal word. I know Jerry's probably got something better to say than I do. He does. He's I can tell from his hand movements.
Okay. All right, we're going to move to Member Foston, and then we'll come to Member Christmas.
Thank you, Chair. I agree a little bit with Bode Loto, but accessibility has never been a bad thing. And I think that a door from the parking lot to the recreational space is not a bad thing. It's gonna be how you measure accessibility, and why they have to explain the reason why they give access to the second floor and not the third floor, or what gonna be the use of this space. This is my question.
Mr. Chair, if I may,
Yes, Attorney Pelosi.
I believe that from the conversation we've been having, that the applicant is now in agreement that the recreational space will be used for both floors. So we have to eliminate that staircase from the recreation room to the second floor, obviously. But simultaneously, I'm agreeing with the commissioner. Now that we've eliminated that staircase, we can have that door in the garage, so either party can just access it. So I mean, if that's the way the board wants us to amend it, we have no issues doing that. It makes sense to me that both apartments should have access to it, but it is what it is. So I just want clarification if that's the understanding that everybody is getting, is that we're going to use it for both floors, eliminate that back staircase. If that's the case, then we should be able to keep that front door to the garage where either tenant can access directly from the garage, just the recreation area.
If I may, Chair?
Member Latour.
I agree with that, unless the expert, Mr. Hazel, who could not wait, unless he disagrees, and I would defer to his expertise, but I think that's how I understood it as well.
Member Christmas.
Okay, basically you covered what I was going to ask Member Latour. I wanted to know if everyone, both tenants would be able to use the rec room. And my other question was, and concern was, they have two ways of coming in and exiting. Both tenants have two ways of coming in, like a front way and a back way, a back door and a front door, or is there just, once you eliminate that second door to the garage from the second floor, how are they exiting the building? How would they get in? No, you already said that the third floor has to come out of the garage to go upstairs to the third floor to get in. So now he can go out, they can go out through the rec room and go all the way out. Is that the only way to exit and entrance? Thank you.
I can answer that. So now if we eliminate that stair from the rec space to the second floor, both the second floor would only have the exit from the front stair, as will the third floor only have the exit from the front stair.
And what about that side door? What happens with the side door? Can both tenants access the side door on the side of the building?
Yes, then because we have eliminated that stair inside, then yes, then both tenants would be able to just go into that door and use the rec space.
Not the door out of the garage. There's a door on the outside of the building, yes?
Correct, that's the one I mean.
Okay.
But it only goes to the rec space, so they really only have one point of egress from the house. They can only leave from the front,
Yes,
correct?
correct.
That concerns me a little bit. That they're only able to leave from the front, but I'll wait for Mr. Hazel or
Yeah, I don't want to solve a problem and create another one. which sounds like I agree with your concern, Vice Chair. It's yeah.
If there's no more questions for Mr. Fernandez, Attorney Velosi, do you have any other witnesses?
Mr. Fernandez is our only witness.
All right, then we will move to the board professionals. And let's see,
Who is dying to say something?
Right.
Oh, it's Kay Helene. Yeah.
Yes, he can't wait. Mr. Hazel.
Okay, Jerry, do you swear for and tell the truth for this planning board tonight?
I do.
All right, go ahead, Jerry.
Well, first of all, let me say that this design, I guess why I'm so quote unquote anxious is that I see this design from Mr. Fernandez and others a million times. So, and I don't mean to make it sound, but it's something that's been looked at. But a lot of the questions that you're asking now been addressed. Some people have found that, well, why is it just the first floor the lower apartment gets to use the rec room? What about the upper apartment? And so that rec room has become notoriously the third unit. And the reason why you want to have that connectivity is so that it is officially part of the lower unit. If you do what you're suggesting, that would become very easy candidate for a third apartment. And that's what happens 90% of the time. In terms of what started this all off with the door from the garage, I mean, that can be eliminated very easily if that is the pleasure of the board. But that connectivity with upstairs, I would strongly recommend that you keep that. Because again, it then becomes, as a matter of fact, in some jurisdiction or ordinances, by doing what you just did, we would have to look at that as a 3-family house. We could not any longer look at it because you have viable living quarters that have independent entries that are not tied to any other apartment. So you'd have to look at it as a 3-family. So I just throw that out there for you to consider. I know what started this was the access from the garage. And again, that can be eliminated, but I would strongly recommend that you don't eliminate the connectivity to the lower apartment. That's pretty much all I have.
So, Mr. Hazel, is there a way to have access from both second and third floor?
The part of the problem is the only way, this is why it's only accessible to one unit, because if you make it so that it's accessible to both, then you create the situation where it becomes a third unit, because each would have to have, it would have to be independent of the both of them, which is what in fact makes it become the third unit.
Member Latour, I see you unmuted.
Yeah, I'm unmuted. I'm processing. I get the logic, but I'm still conflicted as far as security, and I get the common space, I get the access, I get the logic, and it makes sense by Mr. Hensel as an expert, but I'm still a little bit conflicted, and I guess it's a caveat of the design, which I guess if it works for code, it's fine with me. But I'm still a little conflicted as far as giving someone from the third floor. I drive in the garage. I go in the common space, and I go right upstairs to the second floor.
Member Christmas?
What they're saying is that it won't be common. The rec room won't be common space. Or am I correct?
That's what I thought.
It will only belong to the second floor. They would be the only ones that have access to the rec room.
I'm saying that because when you do it as common space, it means it has to be accessible to both the third floor and the second floor unit. And by doing that means
It becomes a three, you make it a third unit.
No, yes, exactly.
So it would be politically correct or polite if the second floor lets the third floor, if they come to some kind of common agreement and they're able to access the shared space, they would share it.
That's a
That
way
would be between the tenants and
that's
us as a board.
that's a way it can go as well. But I think ultimately what happens is that usually this is reflected in the rent. You would be paying more because you're renting more space for the lower unit than the upper unit. And so someone renting this is renting this with the intention of using that space downstairs as well.
Okay.
So it's not like if we're both paying the same rent, but I get to, use the room and you don't, kind of thing. You do pay more for that, generally.
Okay, if I may. So technically you're saying if I'm on the third floor, I do not get a key to the rec room at all.
Correct.
Either entrances to the
Correct.
garage or through the left side of the from the outside. I don't have access to the rec room at all.
Correct. As a matter of fact, usually when I'm writing these up, and I don't think I did it in this case, is I usually write it up that says there are 2 apartments in the building. 1 apartment occupies part of the first and the second floor, and the second apartment occupies the third floor.
Okay, I think Mr. Winslow agrees. Okay.
Right. And if there were any concern, if there was any change, I realize now where Jerry was going. This is why you always let the planners talk and not the attorneys. But the one thing that I think, Jerry, with regard to the access through the garage to the rec space, do you have any opinion on that?
Just get rid of it.
Get rid of it?
Get rid of it, because I think that's what started the concern, which I think is legitimate concern. Get rid of it.
Okay, I think that one should be an easy one for Mr. Fernandez. He can find some extra plywood and some drywall to finish out that door.
But does that, like I had mentioned before, does that mean that there's only one way to get out of the house? Oh, for the third floor apartment, they can only come out through the front door.
Correct.
There's no back way.
Commissioner, that's correct, but for that reason, we're also installing a sprinkler system in the whole house.
Right. They would still have to meet all the building and fire codes. So if for some reason, arguably, when they present their final as-built plans to the building department, and let's say the fire subcode or building subcode says, oh, we have a problem, we think that door should go back, that code would trump, not to use that word, but that code would override this because they have to meet code regardless. They can't do something that doesn't meet code. Now, I think that they would meet code if you eliminate that door, but
Because you remember,
that would be up to the, go ahead, Jerry.
no, you also have 2 other doors in that same room. One a couple feet away from this one. You have the door onto the side yard, and you also have the patio door at the rear.
It
All in
doesn't
the
change
same room.
egress. Yeah, it doesn't change egress. It just changes access from the
Correct.
garage.
Correct. Because if you want to get real, picky, the garage exit doesn't really give you exit. It gives you access to the garage. but the back door, the patio door, and the side door are the ones that give you true egress if the place is burning down. So, and those will remain.
Right, so I'm gonna ask the question. So what would stop the second floor resident from making that rec space, master bedroom?
They could. That's also one of the reasons why, and I bet Mr. Fernandez has gone through this enough times in other towns where that's why you see a powder room down there, not a shower, because a shower is more likely to be used as a living area rather than just a bathroom, a restroom.
Any other questions for Mr. Hazel? All right, hang around, Mr. Hazel. I think there'll be more questions. Mr. K. Lane.
All right, John, do you swear affirm to tell the truth for this planning board tonight?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead, John.
Thank you and good evening, everyone. Getting started here, and as Jerry had mentioned way at the beginning, with this not being necessarily site plan site plan a review. That's the word I'm looking for. There's not too much here on the engineering piece, particularly I think we've covered the doors. We did discuss that there are some variances for the application. I don't recall hearing exactly what they were. So if it's all right with everybody, I'll read out what I have in my report, and the applicant can cross-check and agree or disagree with me as to what they are before we confirm them. But I have a variance for a minimum lot area of 2,898 square feet, where 7,500 square feet are required. A variance for the minimum lot width, where 25 feet exists and 50 feet is required. And a variance for a side yard setback on the southern side of the property of 3 feet and 0 feet on the north side, where 5 feet is required for both.
Mr. Chairman, those are the variances we are requesting, yes.
Okay, so with that on the record, the only other item I have, and hopefully not similar to the door, during the TRC, we had discussed there's some sort of utility pole that appears to exist in the area of the proposed driveway. Have you guys had a chance to approach the owner and discuss possible relocation, remediation, essentially what the plan is for that?
Mr. Fernandez?
I can speak to the pole. The pole that's currently there is currently has some cameras that are appear to be there to control the intersection in front of this site. I believe the owner of the cameras to be either the police department or the engineering department of the city of Orange. And there is a pole, a light pole that's adjacent to that one that I believe those cameras could be mounted to it. And the pole that's currently inside this property could be removed because it's only there to hold up the cameras. It will be a matter of moving the cameras to that other pole and then pointing them so that they can control the intersection. And I mean, if we will work with the city on the placement of the cameras, and that I believe that's an answer that would appease both parties in this case.
in that, but at least from the engineering perspective, that makes enough sense to me.
Thank you.
I believe that is it for me, unless any board members have any questions. Possibly Member Foster.
May I, Chair, may I?
I apologize. I was on mute. I was telling you to go ahead, but I was on mute, so forgive me. Member
All right,
Foster.
thank you, Chair. Yeah, Mr. John, yeah, you expressed a certain concerns about the non-respect for certain requirements, and do you have specific recommendation for the board?
In terms of the variances I had read out before, is that what you're asking about?
Yes.
I don't so much have recommendations there as I just wanted to make sure that the record had them clearly stated so that we were all aware, that the board, you guys, the board, were aware of what was before you and what you were ultimately voting on. It's a matter of specificity. I was just adding some extra. I don't necessarily have concerns about them.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Elaine, the side yard setback that you spoke of, that's where that door is to the rec center that leads to the outside?
Let me double check their plans real quick. Since I did swear to tell you the truth, I want to do that. Yes, that is the 3-foot side yard setback side.
For the most part, that's just a walkway from the rec area to the front or back.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you. Any other questions for Mr. K. Lane? All right, seeing none, thank you for your testimony, sir.
Thank you.
At this time, I entertain a motion to open public portion of this application.
Motion to open public portion.
We have a motion from Member Forson. Is there a second?
Second.
We have a second from Member Latour. Any questions on the motion? Seeing none, all in favor of opening the public portion, please say aye or raise your hand. Is there anyone that opposes opening the public portion of this application? Seeing none, public portion is now open. If there's anyone from the public that would like to speak to this application, I ask that you first turn on your camera, state your name, your address, and any concerns or questions that you may have.
I don't see
Seeing
anyone,
none?
Mr. Chairman.
Seeing none, I entertain a motion to close public portion.
Motion to close public portion.
I have a motion from Member Forson. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from Member Latour. Are there any questions on the motion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye or raise your hand. If there's anyone that opposes closing the public portion of this application, say aye. Seeing none, the public portion of this application is now closed. Attorney Velosi, I give you opportunity to close if you'd like.
I'll be very brief. Mr. Chairman, we have an undersized lot in town, and unfortunately, because of that undersized lot is why we are here, and we are requesting these variances due to the small lot. We're asking the board to approve this application for a brand new 2-family house with the condition that the door to the garage be removed. Other than that, we are in agreement to comply with all the conditions of the board as well as engineering and Mr. Hazel's report. And I thank you all.
And thank you, sir. With that, I entertain a motion for this application.
Motion to approve the application to construct a 3-story, 2-family dwelling, which is case number 25-20, Venture Property Group LLC, 151 Central Place, with variances for minimum lot area of 2,898 square feet where 7,500 square feet are required, minimum lot width of 25 feet where 75 feet are required, minimum side yard on the north side of 0 feet where 5 feet are required, and on the south side of 3 feet where 5 feet are required, and a design waiver for driveway entrance illumination of 2.0 FC where a minimum of 3.0 FC is required. As a condition of approval, applicant will comply with the recommendations of the board experts as detailed in the planner's report dated April 20th, 2026, and the engineer's report dated April 6th, 2026. Applicant will also remove the door from between the garage and the rec room, and applicant will work with the city to relocate the cameras owned by the city to an adjacent pole.
We have a motion from Vice Chair Jones. Is there a second?
Second.
We have a second from Member Forston. Are there any questions on the motion? Just one question for me, for my clarity. So there was no discussion as to who the owner was or with the owner of that pole? Is that correct? Mr. K. Lane, was that our understanding?
None that I have been made aware of at this time.
Attorney Winslow, is it okay to ask Mr. Fernandez? Just for
If he
clarity's sake.
knows who owns the pole?
If there was discussion with the individuals that own it, or it's just,
Mr. Fernandez, has there been discussions?
I have not discussed it with anyone. I don't know if the attorney has.
But you understand as if the board, which may be voting very shortly, votes to approve this, that there will be an obligation to have that conversation with the, especially with the Orange Police Department, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
thank you. Are there any other questions on the motion? Seeing none, Madam Secretary?
Member Foston,
Yes.
Member Anuké,
Yes.
Member Mobley. You're muted, Member Mobley.
Let's see, frozen.
Oh, on a good post. Okay, Member Christmas,
Yes.
Member Latour,
Yes.
Vice Chair Jones,
Yes.
Chairman Holmes.
Yes, and I think Member Mobley is back.
Ah, there he is. Different post. Member Mobley, your vote?
And he's frozen again.
It's a different post.
He looks
motion passes.
favorable.
Can you hear me?
There you
Now
go.
we can.
We can hear you.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right.
Motion passes. Congratulations.
Congratulations and welcome to Orange.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Have a very good night. Moving the agenda, is there any old business?
None
there
on my
any-
end, Mr. Chairman.
Does any member have any unfinished business that needs to be discussed? Is there any new business?
None on my end.
All right. Seeing none, I'll entertain them.
Oh, just a reminder, if they didn't, and people didn't finish their financial disclosures.
Financial, yes.
They do that.
Is there anyone on that has not? Let's go there. Okay.
I forgot my code.
Contact the clerk's office, please.
Yeah, and Latour, I expected better from you.
Do I have to do it for every hat I wear?
Huh?
All right, I'll do it. If you could send the link to me again,
I'll have the clerk,
Okay, yeah.
But just,
city clerk.
just so everybody's aware, if you filed in the past and you have the same positions, they're gonna automatically populate, so you should be good. So once you go in, if you log in all of those, if you did it last year, it's all gonna be auto-populated. It's the one good thing that ELEC does.
Member Christmas?
Ms. Quick, don't put that on the record.
Am I included in this?
Absolutely.
Yes, you're the, if anybody needs a pin, it should be Miss Christmas, because she's brand new.
Yes. And you can establish that yourself.
Okay.
And I did it just before the meeting. It took me 2 minutes. It was
Yep.
very simple.
Because you've done it for years and years and
Populating
years.
yours. Now I haven't spent any money, so what is this?
And you're not making any money from this either, so
So
you're
all
good.
Yeah, all you're doing is you're just identifying who you are, what your source of income is, source of income, and then identifying any property you principally own.
You said any property that I own?
Own, and if you,
Any property I own?
yeah,
Okay,
and anybody who's a renter, you just say no, but if you do own a property, you have to list that.
okay, I'm
You'll do great.
You'll be fine, absolutely. Any other new business? We're good? All right, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
We have a motion from Member Latour. Is there a second?
Second.
We have a second from Member Forstner. Any questions on the motion? All in favor to adjourn, say aye or raise your hand. Everyone's raising their hand. Is there